It's the last day of the month and you're staring at your banking app at 11 at night, thumb hovering over the screen. Your paycheck landed 6 days ago, $2,500, and right now, sitting in your checking account, there's exactly $412 left. You didn't buy anything crazy. There was rent. There was the grocery run. There was that dinner you didn't really want to go to but did. There was the subscription you forgot to cancel again. And somehow quietly, without you ever making a single dramatic decision, more than $2,000 evaporated into thin air. And here's the part that stings. This exact same thing happened last month, and the month before. You are not broke because you're stupid. You're broke because nobody ever showed you the one number that actually decides everything. And tonight, I'm going to show it to you. Let me name the feeling you have right now, because you probably never put words to it. It's not fear. It's the low hum of running on a treadmill that never stops, watching people around you seem to sprint ahead, and quietly wondering if you missed some secret meeting where they handed out the instructions. You didn't miss a meeting. There was no meeting. There's just a piece of math that the people with money understand in their bones, and the people without it spend their whole lives too impatient to sit still long enough to see. Stay with me for the next few minutes because I'm going to walk you through exactly what happens to your life if you do one boring thing: save 20% of what you make every single month, and I promise you, the result is going to make you a little angry that no one told you sooner. So let's start where you are. $2,500 a month coming in. Right now your savings rate is roughly nothing. Maybe you round up to $100 in a good month and feel like a hero. 20% of $2,500 is $500. Say that number out loud. $500 a month. Your first reaction, I know, because it was mine, is a flat, immediate, there is no way. There's no way because you just watched 2,000 disappear and you weren't even trying. 500 feels like asking you to hold your breath underwater for the rest of your life. But here's the first thing the insiders know that the impatient never learn. The 500 doesn't come from earning more. It comes from deciding first. Watch what actually happens the day your paycheck lands. Right now, the money hits your account and then life happens to it. Rent grabs its share, the app store nibbles, the delivery driver knocks, and whatever survives the month is what you save. You save the leftovers, and leftovers, by definition, are what nobody wanted. The rich flip the entire order. The money hits, and before life touches a single dollar, 500 walks out the front door into a separate account you do not look at. Same paycheck, same rent, same you. The only thing that changed is the sequence. You paid the future first and let the present fight over the rest. That one reversal, that's the whole game, and it's why they call it paying yourself first instead of paying yourself last. So you set it up. You make the transfer automatic, the second Friday of every month, $500 gone before you feel it, and the first month is genuinely uncomfortable. You feel the $412 become an even tighter number. You skip a dinner. You cancel 2 subscriptions you finally admit you never used. You buy the store brand coffee and, to your quiet horror, discover it tastes exactly the same. Nothing collapses. The lights stay on. Your life did not end. And at the end of month 1, you open that separate account and there it is, $500 that in every previous version of your life would have simply ceased to exist. Now watch this number, because this is the anchor. This is the thing I want you to keep your eyes on as we go. $500. After 3 months, it's $1,500. Not exciting yet. After 6 months, $3,000. And somewhere around here, something shifts inside you that has nothing to do with the money. For the first time in your adult life, you have a cushion. If the car makes that noise, you don't feel the cold drop in your stomach. If the boss is a jerk, you notice you're standing a little straighter, because a person with $3,000 behind them negotiates differently than a person with $412. That's the first secret dividend nobody talks about. Money buys you nerve long before it buys you anything else. But we're still just adding 500 plus 500 plus 500 in a straight boring line. And if that were the whole story, honestly, it wouldn't be worth a video, because a straight line is not how the wealthy actually get wealthy. The straight line is the trap the impatient give up on. Because after a full year, you look at the account and you see $6,000, and a voice in your head says, a whole year of skipped dinners for $6,000, that's it. And that voice, that exact voice right there, is the sound of someone about to quit 2 feet before the ground opens up. Because what happens next doesn't add, it multiplies. And that's where the math stops being boring and starts being almost unfair. So here's where you make the second decision, the one that separates the person who saves from the person who builds. That $6,000 can't just sit in a savings account earning nothing, watching inflation quietly chew a hole in it. You take it, and you put it to work into a simple, boring index fund, the kind that just owns a slice of every big company at once, the kind the elite quietly park billions in while telling you to buy the hot stock. And now that money starts doing something you've never watched money do. It starts earning money of its own. Let me show you the machine, because this is the engine room nobody lets you see. Say that money grows at 7% a year, not a lucky number, just the boring long-run average of the market over a lifetime. In year one, your 6,000 earns about $400 just for existing, $400 for doing absolutely nothing. That's most of a month's savings, appearing out of thin air while you slept. And here's the trick that breaks people's brains. Next year, you don't just earn interest on your 6,000. You earn it on the 6,000 plus the 400 plus everything new you added. The interest starts earning interest. Your money hires money, and that money hires more money, and none of them ever sleep, never call in sick, never ask for a raise. Keep your eyes on the anchor. Watch what 500 a month becomes. After 5 years, you haven't just saved 30,000. With the growth stacked on top, you're sitting near 36,000. After 10 years, your own contributions total 60,000, but the account reads closer to 86,000. That extra 26,000, you never earned it. You never worked a single hour for it. It was manufactured silently by the money you refused to spend on dinners you didn't want to attend. And now the part that should make you a little angry. Keep going. After 20 years, same 500 a month, same boring fund, same you. You've personally put in $120,000. But the account says roughly 260,000. More than half of that pile is money that appeared on its own. And after 30 years, on that same modest paycheck, that same 500 a month, you cross $600,000 and you only ever contributed 180 of it. The other 420,000 was the machine, running in the dark the whole time. Now do you see it? Do you see why the voice at year one, the one moaning about $6,000 and skipped dinners, is the most expensive voice in your life? Because that voice quits at the flat part of the curve. It never lives long enough to reach the part where the line bends upward and takes off like it forgot about gravity. The impatient man sees a straight line and calls it a scam. The patient one knows the straight line is just the runway. This is the whole secret the get-rich-quick crowd will never sell you, because you can't put it in a course or a weekend seminar. Wealth is not built by intensity. It's built by refusing to quit during the boring years. And here's the quiet truth underneath all of it, the one they really don't want you sitting still long enough to understand. The elite aren't smarter than you. They don't have some secret ticker symbol. They simply started this machine early, let it run, and did the single hardest thing a human can do. Nothing. They didn't interrupt it. They didn't panic sell when the news screamed. They didn't cash it out for a nicer car. They let time and math do the work that no amount of hustle ever could. Time is the ingredient that money cannot buy back, and it's the one thing you have right now, tonight, that a billionaire twice your age would trade everything for. So let's go back to that banking app at 11 at night. Thumb hovering over the screen, $412 staring back at you. Because you're going to be standing in that exact spot again. Same app, same hour, same tired thumb. But now there's a second number underneath the first one. A number in an account you don't touch. And every month quietly, without a single dramatic decision, it grows a little on its own, working while you sleep, while you work, while you live your ordinary life. That low hum you used to feel, the treadmill, the sense that everyone got instructions you missed, it goes quiet. Not because you got rich overnight. You didn't. But because for the first time, the math is running in your direction instead of against you. You didn't miss the meeting. There never was one. There was only ever this, one boring number paid to yourself first, given enough time to become unstoppable. The people who understand that don't chase money. They wait for it. And it always, always comes to those who could sit still.